Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and it is now time for us to finish off the Ring Domination and Mandy Rose. But first, let us check our championship rewards from Team Battleground where we beat WWF Universe. We got Montez Ford, Ronan Kane, SummerSlam BCE's Charlotte Flair, that might be useful, and 725 super coins. I think that Charlotte Flair might be new, so I don't think it's a pro, judging by that new star thing that just came up there. But also we have a quest that you can get this Arcane Raquel Rodriguez. It says Desperado, and what you have to do is acquire 30 tickets, so it's going to take like at least 3 days. Reset the draft board 50 times, which we've done 24 so far because of Ring Domination. Win a power match, which we've already accomplished, and use the super move 15 times, which I haven't had the need to, so I'm going to have to start doing that. But let's claim this and see what we get. We've got a Ronin power up, which is pretty good. It's all right. And let's jump into Ring Domination. We are only 4 shards away, which I think we should be able to get this in probably one match, unless we get very unlucky. So I think I'm just going to use the super move right here and let's put it on our weakest card. So does that activate the super move? It does. Very cool. And our very, very powerful Hurricane. So let's just shove X-Pac up here and we'll line up and down arrows. Oh, okay. Is going to attack. Our X-Pac. Oh, X-Pac managed to win. Well, it said this finisher was the 6 kick, and that was definitely the X Factor he just did, so that's lies. Let's put in Braun Breaker here, and we'll try and use up and down arrows to win these last few games. Eddie Guerrero might be able to pull this off. And there's a Frog Splash. Absolutely. So let's put the King of Kings Triple H in here, and that gives us an up and down arrow. And absolutely, Solo Sikoa is going to beat Dolph Ziggler, which means we have a perfect game as well. And by defeating Paul White, the Big Show, oh, we also got the Challenge Master. That must have been from completing the power. We have 10 chances. That was the very last one. Okay, we have 4 picks remaining. This should only take a maximum of 3. So we definitely get our Mandy Rose. And there we go. Screenshot for the thumbnail. And there she is, the forever NXT Women's Champion, because I don't see anyone taking it off of her anytime soon. She is the female equivalent of Roman Reigns at this point, apart from on the NXT brand. No one is taking that title off of her anytime soon. So lock that down. Make sure not to dust that card. And do we need any of the rest of these? I don't think we do, so I think we can dust all the rest of this. Why is it 1,500? Is that right? Yeah, it is. It's because of these 3 here and the Maelstrom. Just 1,560 seems like quite a lot, but no, that is correct. And that puts us on the exclusive board. That also gives us the Dust It Off challenge. And let's go for the top right. Give us a Bam Bam Bigelow that we do not need, so we're going to dust him as well. We don't need that, so yes, thank you. And the heroic Ring Domination is now unlocked. So I don't know what the SummerSlam or the Arcane card is here. So I should have showed off the Arcane, the SummerSlam cards of the main one, but forgot to do that. Sorry about that, people. Normally I do. So let's show off the Mandy Rose. So the Arcane card was Asuka, and the SummerSlam card was... I can't remember. I think I already dusted it. Oh dear. But the Arcane card was definitely Asuka. Someone in the comments below let me know what the SummerSlam card was, because I've already forgotten, which is terrible. We also got our first Arcane Fusion, which was Candice LeRae, which is very, very cool. Very nice to see that. But let's look at Mandy Rose. I think that's probably the best image we've got for her. I did always kind of like that image. I thought that was... I think that was like one of the first times that she went from... You know, this version. Like, I think that was her when she was teaming with Goldust, I want to say. Like, Mandy Rose has had, you know, an amazing turnaround for her character. You know, to go from... she was part of Paige's team, Absolution, her and Sonya Deville. And on the other side, I think that was on SmackDown, and on Raw, you had the Riot Squad, which was Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and I can't remember her name, but she's not in WWE anymore, and I think she's married to Ivar from the Viking Raiders. No, she's married to Eric, I think. Can't remember if it's Eric or Ivar. It's one of those two that she's married to. But when Mandy Rose was on SmackDown, you had Liv Morgan on the other side, and both of them were blonde and had a similar kind of gimmick. Sonya Deville had a very similar gimmick to her name that I can't remember for the life of me right now. And Paige was similar to Ruby Riott in terms of what they were doing, and it was just an exact copy of each other, which didn't do Mandy Rose any favours. But since then, you know, she's went down to NXT. Like, she was doing nothing on main roster, and she has completely turned, you know, the game around for her. I really like that one, actually. And she's just been NXT champion for a long, long time. And she's, like, so much better now than what she was back then when she was... Because after Absolution broke up, she was, like, teaming with Goldust for a bit, and she was just kind of, like, floundering around mid-card, if even mid-card. And it's really good to see her just in, like, such a strong position and getting an Arcane event card right now. You know, it's very cool to see. That Charlotte Flair I'm going to need to see if I need to keep that or not. Let's use some cards and see if we can level up Mandy Rose a bit. So it brings up to level 92. I think we're going to use this Montez Ford. We don't need the Pro of Montez Ford. And we're going to use the SummerSlam BC Roman Reigns as well. Yep. And that puts her to level 100. So there's her stats. She has 53.52 million power, 53.21 in toughness, 52.63 in speed, and 52.91 in charisma. And of course, it's power and toughness that are her strongest stats, with power being the strongest one. And it has her speed that is the weakest one. She is a down arrow, which is very, very good to see. Because if we look at the deck editor, if we go into females, you can see that our down arrows were missing quite a bit. So she's actually stronger than our Pro Fusion Asuka. That was our previous strongest down arrow. And there she is. There is... You know what? I think I'm going to go with that artwork, because they're most up-to-date art. And then we've got Tiffany Stratton as our weakest down arrow at the moment. So our females are still not fantastic. Our strongest one so far is the Fortified 3 Arcane Vampire Becky Lynch, which I just got lucky and got a whole load of Becky Lynches and just kept making them vampires to make her even stronger. But as you can see over here, we've just got a regular Becky Lynch that isn't even a pro. And of course we have the Alexa Bliss as well over here, and Alundra Bliss. So we've got the double heroic Aaliyah from the previous one, and of course I will be going for a double heroic for Mandy Rose as well. So Let's see whereabouts she sits in the females right now. She, unpro'd, is our third best card, stronger than the Launcher Blaze, but still a little bit weaker than the double heroic Aaliyah from SummerSlam BCE. But when we get the double heroic of her, she will surpass this Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch has 64 million across the board, and once we get the double heroic, I think that we'll see probably the 70 million range for Mandy Rose as well. So I am going to get back to trying to finish off the heroic, try and do it as quickly as possible. We've got 2 days and 20 hours left, and we will see you all in the next video. Do we have any spaces in the team? We have 2 spaces in the team, so if you're interested in joining our Arcane Double Plus team, which will be the new tier when the new tier drops, and if it goes into a new season, then we will get to the highest tier very, very quickly as possible. So if you want to be part of that, join the Discord, which is in the description below. Said that the wrong way around. So join the Discord, which is in the description below. You'll find the link there, and just say, hey, I'm a fan of this Grand Cat, and I would like to join your team. I would like to join Soul World Order, and someone will help you from there. You don't need to be Arcane. You don't need to be highly ranked. We will try to get you as high as possible before the new tier. If someone with a low rank is bringing our tier down, we do need to kick them just to get ourselves up to the new tier, and then we'll bring you back in once we're solidly in the highest level tier. But if you can get yourself higher ranked, that will mean that you've got a better chance of staying in the team as well. Of course, we do have fairly strict rules in the team, so do make sure to read the rules and regulations if you want to join the team. There's minimum requirements that can get you demoted if you don't live up to them, unfortunately. But I'm going to get back to this Mandy Rose. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go up, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.